course. Elise and Manotas! First blood in the final, and it didn't take long. Mauro Manotas, who can't stop scoring goals, has another.
Are you ready, Houston? You guys are here today through no obligation, no duty. The guys that are going to step on this field today have been playing all season with an obligation and a duty to you, to support you, who have given them so much. So if ever you cheered your heart out and screamed at the top of your lungs, make that today. Help me count this down. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you to all of you for what you've done, what you continue to do. We certainly want to encourage all of Houston to continue to be supportive. Fill up every seat over there at BBVA, every seat. And you all have demonstrated you've come to play. We want to win.
According to World Atlas, the most popular sport is football, known as soccer in the United States, with 4 billion fans worldwide. However, the most popular sport in America is football. According to ESPN, the Houston Texans, who have never won a Super Bowl or national championship, average attendance is 68,127, while the Houston Dynamo, who have won 3 major championships, is 17,500. This diversion is closely related to the lack of morale for soccer. Marketers argues that since the American Revolution, the U.S. has strived to distinguish itself as a unique country with democratic principles and capitalistic standards. Since sport plays such a crucial role in society, the urge to assume a national sport divergent from that of Great Britain ultimately led to the diminished popularity of soccer in America. Many other factors also determine why soccer is not as popular, including our deficiency of not recruiting the best of its pro league globally, the lack of certain brutality that Americans are accustomed to, while also not enough points for crowd morale and media gatekeepers. While Major League Soccer does not recruit the best of the best yet, Houston has been doing a great job at recruiting top players since its inception. The Dynamo were established in San Jose, California, and later moved to Houston, December 2005. They played their first season in Houston in 2006 with heavy hitters such as Dwayne De Rosario and Brian Ching.
Oh, wow, and now we're tied in aggregate. Only a matter of time.
In their debut season, the Houston Dynamo beat the Colorado Rapids in the Western Conference Finals to earn them an MLS Cup spot. On November 12, 2006, the MLS Cup game came down to the wire, with Brian Ching scoring the winning goal. Dynamo brought their first MLS championship to Houston in a 4-3 shootout game with the New England Revolution. The following year, the club initially struggled, but again found themselves in the 2007 championship against the New England Revolution, where they won again.
2007 championship was big. To go back to back in the first 2 years in the city, that's just phenomenal. I think it really got us off to the right foot with our fan base, and just kind of endeared us to the city better than a lot of things could have done.
The 2007 MLS Cup. For the second year in a row, the Dynamo are champions of American soccer, and for the third consecutive season, the New England Revolution go home.
As the Dynamo grew as a competitive force, changes were made to ensure the success of the organization. including moving from the Robertson Stadium to building BBVA Compass Stadium and training at Houston Sports Park.
Opening up a stadium was challenging. To go from Robertson Stadium, which was built in the 40s and just didn't have any modern amenities.
Robertson was a special place, and it was a great place, but it wasn't a professional environment. You know, now here with our own practice facilities and all the things we have to take care of our bodies, and as far as the workouts, the gyms, we have strength and conditioning, I mean everything.
As the Dynamo competed throughout the years, advancing multiple times to the Conference Championship Series, they constantly made changes to their roster, making room for players such as Memo Rodriguez, the first Houston native to progress through each level of the club's developmental system, from the Dynamo Academy to USL side, RGVFC, and up to the Dynamo first team.
At 4 years old, I started playing at the Boys and Girls Club back in my hometown, and ever since then, I fell in love with the game. I started my first year here, got sent to Charleston for my first year, and then the next year I got sent down to RGV, and then ever since then, you dream to play with the first team, and I try to put in my hard work, and thankfully last year I got to play a lot and got brought up with the first team, and it's just a dream come true being able to play in front of my hometown fans and in front of my family. Us to be able to win a championship in our hometown, it's something you dream of. Not every day you get to play a final in your stadium, and it's amazing to bring the championship to Houston and be able to bring them that joy that we won something this year. We have a great group of guys that bring that competitiveness day in and day out in training, and also hopefully in the future I want to play for a national team, either USA or Mexico. That's a dream of mine, to be able to play in a national team, and hopefully the hard work pays off in the future.
Another cause for recent increase in interest for soccer is the success of the women's national team. The Women's United States national team has been a competitive force, with qualifying and winning multiple international championships. Although more successful than the national men's team, the women still fight for recognition and equality. In 2008, Christy Mewis, current Houston Dash defender, captained the 2008 FIFA U17 Women's World Cup.
I actually I played internationally a couple times. I played in Japan, I played in Germany, I played in Australia for a month, and I've obviously played 6 years of the NWSL. Women's soccer, I think, is very similar, to be honest, internationally and in the United States. I think there are obviously some tactical and technical differences, because I've obviously played in Japan and Germany and Australia, and I think whichever country you go to, there's always kind of a different style, or there's a different twist on it. But I think, it's still up and coming everywhere. I mean, it's kind of here now, but for a lot of my career, it was still kind of up and coming and stuff. And I think it still can grow so much more. Yeah, I mean, it's grown incredibly since I was a little girl. I mean, I had the U.S. Women's National Team to look up to, and they kind of kick-started it for where we are now. But I do think that it's going to grow much more, and I think that that's kind of our job right now as professionals now, is to just keep growing and growing so that the younger generations can have even more success than us. The fans are so important to our success. They are just so special to us, especially here in the NWSL. We have the most incredible fans, and all we want to do is just grow it and get people involved, get people interested, get people to our games, because
fans they're huge. I mean, they're everything. They drive us forward. A lot of fan bases have that 12th man nickname, and I think that speaks volumes about the fans and the impact that they can have on the game. Fans they drive us forward, and at the end of the games, and they're a necessity. We need them, and we feed off of their energy and the atmosphere that they can create in the stadium.
It's that pride to know that this is the world game, this is the international game, and when you see your team succeed, there's a possibility that they go on and they play massive, well-known clubs that are from another country, and if you go beyond them, then you're going into world beaters. So I think it's important to really support that, and to me, that's what really gravitates me, is that connection, that even though it's a local team and that I love my city, it connects me to the world in a way that no other sport really does.
Soccer is currently the fastest growing sport with 24,472,778 playing at some level in the United States. The first step to getting into soccer is turning on a game.
I would say give it a chance. I mean, in America it's tough because there's so many sports you can play and there's a lot of access to different things, but soccer is a very unique sport, and it's played all over the world, and it's the world sport for a reason. It can bring so many different people together from all sorts of cultures, and can't even begin to tell you how many different people I've met through this game and the impact that they've had on me. And it's just a really, really cool sport, and it's a team sport, and so you learn to work with others, and you know, it's something that you can learn from for the rest of your life. So I definitely recommend soccer.
I think we just have to keep doing what we're doing here in the NWSL and around the world to get people involved. I think we want to, you know, expand our fan base. We want different types of people to come to our game. We want, you know, maybe like 20 and 30-year-olds to come to our game. We want 5 and 6-year-olds to come to our game. It's just kind of spreading awareness and just kind of proving to everyone in the U.S. and around the world that the women do deserve just as much as the men.
The fans are a huge component of it. Soccer is so unique among professional sports in America in that the game day experience is so driven by the fans. You go to a basketball game or a football game, even to an extent baseball, you're told what to do, when to cheer by the PA announcer, or by the video board, or by the music in the stadium. In soccer, it's completely the other way around. The fans drive the game atmosphere. So you want not only excited fans, but you want engaged fans, you want knowledgeable fans who know what your traditions are and what their role in the game is. So for us, it's not just, step one is getting people in the building for the first time. And the vast majority of people, when they come to a game, we hook them immediately because they feel that energy and that excitement in the building, and they want to come back again.
After you watch a game, go to a local game in your hometown. Learn the rules and players, and lastly, get involved and feel that passion.
So, what do I want? I want the league to continue to grow. I want the team to continue to grow and win championships and add stars to the crest. I want the fan base to feel proud of the team that we put on the field and the experience they have in our stadium.
And when we look at what this partnership means, it's not just a name on a jersey. It's a mission on a jersey, but it's a mission that's tied to everything that we're doing with our clubs and organizations. And that piece is passion. Some of you want to sit right below them, some of you may be on the other side of the stage. But they're fantastic, and they've got that passion that we want throughout our organization. And really, it's about amplifying the message that the people in these buildings here work so hard every single day to do.